reggae music, contest winners, and an old man in a thong? Let's discuss this.
Welcome to All Things Havasu with Chris Rydell and Lonnie Stevenson. It's everything you'd expect from these guys. Plus some serious interviews about Lake Havasu City. Now, All Things Havasu.
Welcome to yet another edition of All Things Havasu. I'm your host, Chris Rydell.
And I'm Lonnie Stevenson.
We are here today to talk to you about all things Havasu.
Got a lot to do today.
We do.
Yeah.
A lot to cram in like 15 minutes. So let's just get right into it. Today we are going to play for you our conversation with our friend Will Davis, who is the promoter for the Arizona Reggae Fest, which is coming up in April.
I'm really excited about this event. This is going to be interesting here in Havasu because I know they've tried different music festivals, but not reggae music. So.
Yeah, and this looks like it's going to be a good one. It's a 2-night thing coming up. We're going to tell you lots more about it. But before we get into the Reggae Fest, a few weeks back, in one of our previous podcasts, we had in Joseph Juno with 999 Dead, and we had Chad Nelson from Arizona, Keller Williams, Arizona Living Realty, to talk about the Scream Break, which is coming up. That was a few podcasts ago. If you didn't listen to it, go back and listen. They were kind enough at the end of recording our podcast to agree to let us give away some tickets and a paintball gun, which we put up on our website for people that liked our page. We had a bunch of people like our page, and prior to our coming on the air today, we did a random number generator through the wonderful technology of the internet, and we picked Daniel Johnson of Lake Havasu City.
Dude, I was pulling my drum roll music, and you just jumped into it.
We can edit that in later. So when you hear the drum roll that just came up, well, that was kind of hokey. So Daniel Johnson does not know yet, but he's the winner of he wins a paint gun valued at about $100, and a paintball gun, not a paint gun, and 2 tickets to the Scream Break, which brings us into our next giveaway.
There's more?
There's more. Are you paying attention, or are you going to play with your phone all day? We're doing a live... Okay. That's a drum roll. It sounds like a helicopter.
Do it now!
That was annoying. So, we have an exciting announcement thanks to Will Davis over at the Arizona Reggae Fest. He's been very generous, and he's helping us promote our page. We're helping him promote his event. He has given us, 8 lucky people are going to win 2 tickets to 1 night of the Reggae Fest, and 2 additional people are going to win T-shirts. We have over $500, well, almost $500 worth of merchandise to give away to 10 lucky people. So, listen up. This is what you got to do to win.
We should probably tell them to get a notepad and pen, and
yes.
We'll wait.
We're gonna
get that now.
We're
wait.
Waiting. Okay, so are you back? So here's what you got to do. 10 people, okay? So you got a pretty good chance if you follow these instructions. You have to like our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/all things Havasu, if you haven't done that already, if you're listening to us on one of your podcast apps. So go to facebook.com/all things Havasu, like our page.
That's number one.
That's number one. If you've already liked our page,
you're already ahead of the game.
You're already ahead of the game. The second thing you need...
That's like having your homework done ahead of time.
It is. The second thing you need to do is you need to find the post of the Reggae Fest that we are going to post along with this podcast. You are going to have to comment on that post. Something about All Things Havasu, something's about the Reggae Fest, whatever. Just make a comment.
Or just say, sign me up for the tickets. I want to win.
Yeah, well, we'd hope that you say something nice, but you can say whatever you want. And the third thing that we'd like you to do is share that post of the Reggae Fest with your Facebook friends.
And there's a little share button right on the post where it just says share, and it automatically pulls up, and you can share it right onto your Facebook wall.
Yes, use the share button, because if you don't, we won't be able to track it. So what we'll do before our next podcast release, we will do the same thing we did here. We're going to go through and we're going to do random numbers and we're going to pull the people out. And if we pull your name, we're going to check to see that you, A, like our page, B, you commented on the post, and C, you shared it. If you've done all three of those, guess what? You just won yourself.
No, you're eligible.
Yes.
You have to do those three things.
Yes, you'll be one
then
of the
we
10
will have
people.
the pressure of drawing people's names.
That's right. That's
So
right.
if only 10 people do it, then everybody's a winner. But if 20 people do it, you got a 1 in 2 chance of getting.
So, we know some people won't be able to follow instructions. That just kind of goes with it. So you got a pretty good chance if you can follow instructions.
30 people do it.
We could do this all day. So, should we get on to our conversation with Will Smith? Will Smith. No, Will Smith's he's the rapper.
And maybe just remind everybody that the Screamfest does start
yes.
Saturday the 22nd.
Saturday the 22nd, Screamfest is coming up. It starts off at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be lots of fun.
For the next several weeks.
Dark
on Sundays, I believe.
Which brings us to the rest of the stuff that's going on at spring break.
Craziness.
It's been it seems to be kind of quiet. What I like about the SWAT thing that we have going on is if you notice they've come in on buses, so there's not a bunch of crazies driving around drunk because they're all on foot, walking around drunk. So if you pretty much stay away from the channel on a busy weekend, you pretty much don't even notice a lot of the trouble. Did you see the video that's been the fight that broke up?
No,
I'll have to show you after this. It's a brawl broke up.
Really?
Broke out on the channel, and it's kind of been posted around Facebook. But so as long as you
imagine that, huh?
As long as you don't drink a lot and hang out the channel,
I did see a picture
of
some 75-year-old guy in a thong.
Oh my gosh, every year he's down there. This year was a green one.
I didn't look that close.
Last year was a black one. He got a new one this year. It's pretty. The guy is pretty. He's pretty brave. That's all I can say. But I think he's like 75, 80 years old. Every week he walks up, or every year at spring break he walks up and down the channel in his little thong. It's a sight.
Wow. I'll take your word for it. I just saw the picture from behind and didn't want to see the...
You didn't want to see the
I didn't want to see the other front version, so...
All right, guys. Well, we're going to jump into our conversation with Will Davis. We will be talking, hopefully, really soon here. We're going to be bringing your state senator, Kelly Ward, in for a conversation. We're looking forward to that. That'll be fun.
What should we talk about?
We are going to be nice because we're always nice. This is a positive show. I'm a chicken. I'll be a bit. So we will be very nice and have a wonderful conversation with her. She's been gracious enough to come on our show, and we're really excited about that. So keep an ear out for that. Up until then, here's Will Davis.
Hello, everybody. We're here with Will Davis of DTP and the Arizona Reggae Fest. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing great, Lonnie. How you doing?
I am awesome. So Chris and I have Will in the office. We're talking about Arizona Reggae Fest, Unity at the Lake, coming to Lake Havasu, April 11th and 12th. And what is the Reggae Fest all about, Will?
Well, the Reggae Fest is about, like you say, unity. I got into doing the Reggae Fest because I've been in the business for a while. I've been to rock concerts, rap concerts, jazz, and I went to a reggae concert, and the atmosphere is so different. If you ever been to one, I mean, it's just the unity. It's one of the most diverse genres that's out there. I mean, everyone's together. Everyone's just happy and embracing one another. So, in all demographics. So that's why I chose the reggae festival as a passion, and it has became a greater passion for me as the time go on because I'm meeting different people and just their versus dealing with someone that's a R&B artist or that's so high on their reputation. The reggae artists are so humble, and affordable, of course. So we're excited about it. We're excited about coming here to Lake Havasu.
Sweet.
What's the biggest misconception you have to deal with reggae doing a reggae festival?
Well, a lot of people think, when they hear reggae, they actually think, people have a different perspective sometimes. Of course, people think a lot of bad things go on at reggae festivals, and it's just the opposite. Reggae, like I said, reggae is one of those. Reggae is one of those genres that it attracts so many different people. That's why everyone wants to go to Jamaica for their vacation. You always hear Jamaica is one of the highest, destination spots. But yeah, that's the biggest thing that we get is people just think that they're going to come there, going to get a lot of drugs and alcohol, and it's far from that.
Well, the reason why I asked that question was I was speaking with Elaine Cullen from the Lake Havasu Visitors Convention Bureau, and she told me that exact same thing. She said that she had been to one of your events in Phoenix and had a little bit of a different of an expectation, and when she got there, she said she was amazed that it was families, it was little kids, it was older people, it was just a very diverse crowd, and I think that's really an awesome thing.
It is.
So how did you come or choose Lake Havasu?
Like Chris mentioned, Elaine, she came to, we had been in communication, and she came out to Phoenix for our fall festival we do there every September, and like I said, she was just overwhelmed and enjoyed the event, and she invited us to come out here to Lake Havasu, and I'm very glad we made that connection because I think this is going to be a great opportunity for the AZ Reggae Fest and for the community here, and also it helps join the Californians and the Arizonas together because we get a lot of participants coming in, a lot of people coming in from California also.
Great.
Now, April, that's right in the middle of spring break.
Yeah.
Challenges or?
Well, I believe that's the week after spring break here. So I think they're just finishing up spring break, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be picking up right where spring break leave off.
You do the event that you do in Phoenix. How many people show up to the event there?
We have between 3,000 to 4,000. We just started over in Phoenix, so we're still new. So our last event, we had between 3,000 to 4,000 people there.
And what I was amazed at, you guys have a Facebook page, and we do a lot of Facebook marketing, and we know how hard it is to get likes on your page. I'm amazed you guys have over 7,000 followers just on your Facebook page.
Right.
So you got some pretty devout people that are into your into the music, into your festival. So that's a good sign. What are you expecting in Havasu?
That's hard to say.
Right.
We're looking.
First one.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to be overwhelmed. I'm looking at we're probably going to be somewhere probably about 7,000. Not overwhelmed, but more than what we expected. So I would say about 7,000, and which that's a big good number. Just because we have a lot of contacts for people that's actually doing bus trips. So we have probably 5 or 6 different groups that chartered buses that's coming out.
So the event's at the Nautical.
Correct.
Where are they having it?
We're right on the golf course, right next to the lake. So we're just gonna have a beautiful backdrop. So
probably similar to where the Balloon Fest is.
Probably. So what's your challenges of organizing a first-time event in a community that you don't have a lot of exposure to?
The challenges. Well, it's just the marketing aspect of figuring out, the sponsors. Because one thing with the reggae course, like you said, was people's expectations. We have the challenges of sponsors sometimes. Do they really want to, not actually knowing what the event is about, do they want to actually tag their name to it?
Any problems getting artists to come?
Oh, no, we have an artist call us still. Actually, as I was walking in the door, I just had an artist just call me from Jamaica and was asking about the get on the show.
So pretty excited about coming to Havasu?
Oh, yes. And, it's really great for the people there in Phoenix because a lot of people in Phoenix want to come to Lake Havasu but haven't had the reason to come to Lake Havasu. It's people that never been to Lake Havasu before because,
Yes.
Some people just don't want to come because the only thing they know is spring break.
Yeah.
And everyone's not into that. So it's a lot of people in Phoenix that have never been to Lake Havasu. And Lake Havasu is a beautiful city. And I think a lot of people is going to enjoy it.
And you, although this is, again, a first event for Lake Havasu, this isn't your first event, and you have a history of music? Comedy shows, some plays. Another thing too, that what we try to do, everything that our company DTP does, we make sure that we give back to the community. So we really embrace doing a lot of fundraisers and donations to charities, nonprofits.
I saw that you had the Autism Society is down as one of your charities.
Correct.
So part of the money goes that you're raising.
That's one of our bigger ones for this one because one of our my partner Terry Tobin, her son's he's autistic, and so it's very touching to her. So we would definitely want to make sure. Of course, we not just don't give to any charity. We want to make sure that it has a purpose and it means something, especially when it means something to someone in my staff. It's very important.
Well, that's pretty awesome. How do people get tickets?
Tickets are online on www.azreggaefest.com, or they can follow us on Facebook at azreggaefest.com, and tickets are available there also.
Check out their Facebook page. They have a lot of information. They have the posters, your acts that you have coming in. Now, I'm not a big I'll be honest, I'm not a big reggae person, but so I don't recognize a lot of these names. But are these names that people that like reggae are gonna know? Right.
And you know what? You're just like a lot of people that. A lot of people you ask, do you like reggae? People say, yeah, you know what? I like reggae. But most of them, right. But if you ask who their favorite reggae artist is, they probably going to say Bob Marley. Most people don't know.
Everyone knows Bob Marley.
Right. Most people don't know. Unless you're really a true diehard reggae fan, most people don't. Like I say, most people come out to the festival for the ambiance and the culture, right. And just for the food. And so, but to answer your questions, yeah, we have some big names in there. Marlon Asher, he has a number one hit out there right now. Pata Bonton, General Smiley from Michigan and Smiley, Everton Blender. He's been around for years. So we have some real big names that's out there.
How long is a typical set when the musicians are on? Are they designated for an hour and a half?
This average set's going to be about an hour.
And you have different artists on each day.
Right. So yeah. So our first day on the 11th, we start at 6:00. So we go to 6 to probably about midnight. And we have about 5 artists on there. And, of course, we have some national DJs. DJ Dark Vader that's going to be out there performing between the sets.
So more of an evening-type festival, not an all-day starting at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m.
Right, for Friday night. Now, Saturday, it's going to be an all-day event.
So Saturday, okay.
Saturday, yes, so be ready.
And VIP party on Friday night? Is that what I understood?
That's in the works right now. Okay.
So your ticket prices are $35 a ticket.
Correct.
And then there's a special thing for locals?
Yeah, for locals, they come in with their ID. It's $25.
That's a pretty good deal on that, and correct. That pays for one day. That's
for one day, and for Friday night it's $20.
Okay. And do's and don'ts for people coming through the gate.
Do's and don'ts.
Brings and don't brings.
Just don't bring any weapons or alcohol. But all the rules are on the website, so you go to the website. I probably wouldn't be proficient telling you everything because I have someone else that takes care of that part.
Bring their own chairs.
Yes, definitely want to bring lawn chairs and blankets, unless you VIP. If you VIP, we do have VIP seats available. I believe they're $85, which includes cover seating. Mm-hmm. Also get a souvenir T-shirt, access to backstage, which talk with the artists, and a few other things. There might be a drink or so involved with it also.
And you're going to have food vendors on site?
We're going to have some great food.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we take pride in, is to make sure that we have quality food vendors there. I mean, it's almost like going through an interview process when you want to be a food vendor with us, because we want to make sure that we actually just giving people quality food and a quality experience when they get there. Just not having anyone with a barbecue grill that's just going to cook.
Yeah.
So...
Great. Well, I'm excited about this event. I think it's good for our town. It's good for, every time an event comes into town, I don't think that the average person sits back and thinks about, how good that is for our community, how much revenue, because you're going to fill up hotel rooms, you're going to fill up restaurants, you're going to fill up, and then plus everybody gets to have a great time, and what a better way to do it than go to a reggae festival.
I agree.
Sounds like a party.
It is a party.
Sounds like it ought to be a really good time. And bringing kids?
Yeah, kids are welcome. Kids are definitely welcome. We embrace people, bring the kids, and we don't have one thing we didn't bring out here that we normally have in Phoenix. So let's let you know about Phoenix event also, which is going to be in September 26th and 27th. We have a huge kid zone part of the festival. So we have everything from the bungee jumpings. Just everything you can name for the kids.
That's something you're hoping to bring to one of the future events here?
Future events will be out here, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Anything else that we didn't cover that you'd like to touch upon before we move on?
Not at this point. But one thing I would like to do, give you some, make sure I give you guys some tickets to help out, give out to your audience.
We would love to do that.
Yeah, give out a few pair of tickets.
Okay, well, don't everybody call flooding our office with requests at once.
We'll have to come up with something to... We'll have to come up with some sort of promotion. What? Thinking caps.
We'll
just
put our
went
thinking
on.
caps.
Yeah, maybe come up and see which one of the Marlon Asher's top song that he has.
We'll come up with
Trivia.
Yeah,
There
it's a
you
trivia
go.
questions.
There you go.
All right. Well, we really appreciate your time. We're glad that you came in to talk to us today. Our sponsors.
Our sponsors, well, starting off with Lonnie Stevenson Mortgage Team over at High Tech Mortgage, financing your primary, secondary vacation home, or if you're buying a investment property, we're here to help make it happen. So give us a call, 928-716-6723.
And also our other sponsor, Chicago Title, for all your title and escrow needs. Give us a call, 855-4196. I think we're done.
We're done.
All right. Thanks, Will.
Hey, thank you for having me out here.
Thank you. Talk to you guys next week.